Welcome back, folks. Huge show for you today, jam-packed as always, and full of hope because I got good news coming for you. I've got surprises, I've got giveaways, I've got things for you to win, and I've got games to play. Chris Richardson will join me here in a little bit with the Skype session that everybody's seen. How crazy has it been watching all of your favorite shows try to do things over Skype and over Zoom rooms? You're seeing the living rooms and trophy rooms of every single pundit you've ever wondered what their home looked like. Now's your chance. Goodness. But today is full of hope here on the Voice of Onewheel. Happy to join you on a Wednesday afternoon here on the East Coast. Noon is what it is. And then, of course, you guys got it at 9 a.m. on the West. You can join us every single Wednesday. I'm parched, man. We got a lot to do. Hopefully, I'll get Belly in here and a little bit later. Chris Richardson's going to join us. I've got dinner at Jackson's. I've got a secret senior correspondent spotting in Denver. We've got a PSA. I've got a video that'll make you laugh, a video that'll make you cry, and it's all right here on the Voice of Onewheel. So thank you for joining me, you guys. Welcome to the Social Media Lounge. It's nice to see you. I see a bunch of you in there, and I wanted to say that today we are serving funnel cakes. Now, some of you might be abroad. You might not be here in America, but here in America on 4th of July, one of the most hopeful and fun days of the year, funnel cakes, grilling out, barbecue, all of that. That's what I'm serving you right now in the Social Media Lounge. Do you smell it? It's the question I have for you. Do you smell it? I mean, that steak cooking medium rare on the grill. Maybe you're a veggie burger person, but you can smell that too. A little corn on the cob in that tin foil. Cook it up. Give me some cornbread. I'm ready to go. It's going to be a fun show, and I want to get to exactly what I wanted to talk about before Chris, because he's coming on here soon, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Chris is down in Florida. You know him. He's just a crazy rider, man. He's so good at what he does, and he's so instructional, and he helps a lot of young riders get to, better places in their riding. And so it's a lot of fun to watch them connect with him. So if you'd like to call in when Chris does come on the line, or really any other time throughout the show, the number is 571-354-7338. I'm going to make sure I got the call line is open. 571-354-7338. We're high tech now. That's right. Clyde stepped up his game. One more time, if you want to program it into your phone, 571-354-7338. You can get your questions into Chris in a minute. I wanted to tell you guys just a minute story because I was out riding yesterday, and I am like, first of all, slow your roll, because I have not left my apartment in like a week. I'm somebody who's taking quarantine like way serious. And when I get on my one wheel, it is like I avoid other people as 6 foot rule. What is that? Like, that's a joke. I'm talking like I will not even go on the same side of the street as you. If I see a person, I'm out. There's so much world for me to be around. And if there's any kind of like closed spaces, I just don't go there. But there's plenty of open spaces, and it's just been really weird and kind of apocalyptic style riding, where I went just to the Best Buy parking lot right outside the street, across the street, and it's wide open. Not a car in, I'm talking not just Best Buy. There's like a Best Buy and then like 10 other shops nestled within this little shopping center. And I mean, you're talking about like 200 parking spaces wide open, and none of them had the little parking blocks. So it was like you could just like it was like a skating rink wide open. I mean, that's what I'm kind of like looking for, and I stay completely away from people. I really hope you guys are too. Just do your best. Obviously, that's what we're supposed to be doing right now, and the faster that we do this, the harder we stick to that. Hopefully, faster this is over. So I've really been trying to stick to that. But as I was riding, now outside this Best Buy, I live kind of right next to a town center. If you're not familiar with what that is, it's like a city, but they like just shrunk it so that like it's just like a mile by a mile square, and it's just got like a whole bunch of bars, and it's a very city feel. Shops, there's an Apple store, high-end shopping kind of feel. There's a little ice skating rink. But it's completely dead now. It's a ghost town. So it's 6:30, 7 o'clock at night last night, and I'm floating around. I was like, I wonder what the town center looks like. I haven't even been out of my house in a week. I went to go lock my door to leave, And I realized I hadn't pulled out my apartment key in about a week, and it felt really weird. But I went on a float, and I was in the town center, and I saw this restaurant, one of my favorites, just kind of looked like their lights were still on. It was the only one in the entire town center. I was like, wait a minute. I've been sitting here eating cans of tuna fish and like just, the bread that I've got in my freezer, really seriously trying to stick to it. Any sense of normalcy right now would be amazing, which is why just riding around on my one wheel by myself is good enough. But I saw that the lights were on and things were kind of, were they kicking a little bit? And I almost got mad. Like they better not be open and just like shelling out beers to people. Like that's not what I want to see right now. And as I got closer, I saw what they were doing. There's like 2 or 3 people inside the entire restaurant, like spread apart. And it was like a 2 or 3 man operation. And they were just running takeout. And it was like, you weren't even allowed into the restaurant. But I saw like to-go drivers were there. And I called them up and I was right outside. I said, are you guys like doing takeout right now? They're like, yeah, man, absolutely. Okay, I'm down. Paid over the phone because they're like, we got to make you pay over the phone. I said, that's fine. I was one wheel around for 15 minutes, came back. I told them I was on a one wheel. So as soon as I just came up outside and started floating right around in front of them, they were like, that's the guy. Yeah, okay. Adam. Yeah, Adam. Okay. Dude ran it out. Never even touched hands. Like, I got to eat dinner from my favorite restaurant last night, and I can't tell you how great that felt. Like, it was a treat. And it just goes to show where we're at right now. But man, it wouldn't have happened if I wasn't out on a one-wheel ride. I'm not imploring you to go out and just get into public crowds. You heard me say that. I don't want to keep making that. All right, can I just stop making that qualifier? Like, what I'm trying to say here. But boy, thank God for my one wheel in this time, because it was just, otherwise I'm going stir crazy like all of you guys. And so I want to call Chris right now. We'll get him on the line because he is going to tell us what he's been doing down in Miami, Florida. It's got to be killer because this is like right when it's beautiful out, most beautiful out in Miami, like March, April. Ooh, super beautiful. And then the heat goes nuts. And then like July in Miami, every one of them, GTFO. They try to get the hell out of there. So we'll try Chris here. I'm calling him on the Skype line. Hopefully you guys are having a great Wednesday afternoon. I'm having some fun with you. Let's get some tunes up in this bee.
Message after the beep.
Oh. Chris, where are you? There he is. Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, on the line, his name is, the one, the only, representing a one-stop board shop t-shirt, all the way from Miami, Florida, in the blue ring, the undefeated champion of the world, Chris Richardson. Hey, buddy.
How's it going, Luch? How's it going, everybody?
Dude, we're so glad to have you on the show. Thanks for making some time for us. What is happening in your neck of the woods down there?
I'm sure it's the same as pretty much everywhere else. We just get to go through it with much better weather. So when I go outside, everybody's kind of staying apart pretty much, but it's empty. It's a vacant, beautiful, empty world out there. So, if the weather permits, go float, go enjoy it, stay safe. And I've been riding. I just kind of do my own thing. And, it's interesting. It's an interesting feeling being out there in the world and being in, spending a lot of time indoors. I do that a lot anyways, but it's something, man.
It certainly is. Chris, I think you're on quite a delay, and your face is pink and green now. What I want to do is, can I call you? Can you call the call-in line?
Here, let me just try my phone. I have the fancy setup with my Yeti mic, and it's not working very well. Let's do it old school.
Okay, we'll go old school.
I'll call you right back.
Call me back when you're ready. I'll be ready for you, sir. You are always welcome to just completely just interrupt the show. He doesn't even get by. I mean, the bouncers know him here at TTR Studios. They're just like, oh, that dude, let him in. No ID necessary. Chris, talk to me, brother. So much better.
All right. We were high tech and now we're low tech.
That's okay. Low tech sometimes works better. What the hell did you have plugged in there? A
See if it's
spaceship?
better. All right. Can you hear me now?
I sure can. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I'm gonna try to get on the Bluetooth to see if I can actually hear better. You know, I've got really bad hearing, but either way, we got you. Yeah.
That sounds good. Well, I'll filibuster while you get that in there because it's funny. Chris was one of the first people, and you guys are very nice to me when you're like, "Hey, turn the volume up, like turn this down, turn this up, turn this down." So Chris was one of the first people that was like, "Hey, do you think maybe you guys could turn the show up a little bit, turn up the volumes of what you do?" Chris, you with me, bud? Do you remember that?
And but now I'm wired. I got sound. I got video.
Do we have internet? There we go. All right, we're close. We'll give it one more shot. If this
I really
gets
have to mention, I think, just on behalf of everybody, just how great this show is. You know?
Oh, thanks, man. All right, Chris, I'm going to call you. Can you call the call-in line, dude? Because I think this is just going to be quite a nightmare. Now, we pride ourselves here on TTR Studios for having flawless productions. However, obviously, this is a nightmare. So we'll get him to call the call-in line. No, don't even do it. He's trying to call me now. He's trying to call me on. No, 571-354-7338. So you guys just kind of get to see some of the scenes that I've built that haven't even been finished. That's good. Full disclosure. He really wants to just try to come in on Skype. All right, we're going to try one more time. Let's see how this goes, folks. Sorry for this delay here.
I think we got it.
We got it? Chris, what's up?
Oh, man. Well, other than dealing with technical issues, but you know, if plan A doesn't work, you go to plan B, and then you go to plan C.
Wow.
So I had high-tech mic and camera, you know, $100 mic on the dual, you know, nice computer. Now we go to iPhone, and then I had to go to earbuds, and then that wasn't working. So I went to LTE. I had to switch to my cell phone. Now we're on cell phone network, cell phone.
This is good, man. I mean, whatever you did, this is fantastic. So thank you for joining us. Dude, I don't know if you heard me talking that it's a little bit weird seeing the streets wide open. Maybe it's given you a little bit of inspiration to find some new places to make some new edits, some new tricks. What are you working on down there? Anything new for us?
I need to. I have a lot of footage. I just need to make edits. If anybody wants to make edits, anybody who just enjoys making edits, get with me. I've got lots of footage that needs to be edits. But yeah, I've been riding. I kind of enjoying the Zen solo ride feel, just going out there. But I kind of do that a lot anyway, you know. So it's just the world's changed a little bit. My riding habits haven't changed a whole lot. You know, we definitely don't get our group rides anymore, and that's kind of sad. But you know, you saw we had some good photos coming out. We still went ahead and just had just a couple of us go do a shoot for armadillos and get some good footage for the new spark plates. They're a freaking blast.
You got to tell me about these things, man. Like I don't understand. Like, what was the point of making them in the first place? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. I think they're amazing, but this is one of those things where it's like, who thought of this?
Yeah, well, I mean, there have been a couple people, I think, you know, back in the day, a couple years ago, that tried to put something on there to make it spark. It's really hard to put something on there and have it stay and actually be functional other than just something to goof off with.
Right.
And I think about 2 years ago, Corey was epoxying the spark rods onto plates, and we tried that, and they kept falling off. And eventually what we had to end up with is this beefy aluminum piece that's welded together with the rod epoxied in so that it would actually stay and actually be something worthy of actually selling, you know, producing and selling. And Corey's a brilliant designer, man. I don't know how he put this together. You know, we went through a few designs, and I've tested all of them, and it's fun. They spark, no fires so far, and you know, you can see the sparks just fine in the daytime, nighttime. It's a lot of sparks.
Chris, let me ask you something. I hope
there's no real purpose to it other than the fun.
You can see the screen right here, the video that we're showing of you, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So you're jumping off of a picnic table for you podcasters out there who can't see it. He's jumping off a picnic table. It's about 2 feet high off the ground. Now, what he's doing is a 180 as he's jumping off the table. And I'm wondering, without flight fins on, how do you confidently spin the board midair when gravity is no longer, when there's no floor?
It's not easy. I've been doing them off of little things for, I guess, almost 2 years now, all four directions. And the different directions are really weird. Like that one you're showing there is half cab. So I'm going fakie, rolling out regular. And it's really challenging. There's a lot of details I could get into on how to do it.
Maybe the elevator pitch.
No fins. It's weird. It is a weird feeling.
Well, I just want to know, what tire do you ride? Like, is it slick? Is it treaded? It doesn't look treaded.
No, I've never owned a treaded tire. I like riding them. I rode Don Williams's board when I was at Footlight Fest 3, and I loved it. I mean, it's great on trails, but for tricks and slides and stuff like that, you really kind of want the slick. And so I've been riding the Hoosier 6 Slick for a couple of years now. I really like it, but I've just started trying the Whisper, and I really like that too. So I put Whisper on 3 of my boards, and I've been riding that. I really like it.
Let's see what this is. You're flying downstairs. Now, you got to do that with speed. Have you ever, what he did is he just jumped like 4 stairs in a row, and all in one jump. So have you ever just gotten to the edge of it and maybe gotten a little scared and took it too slow and then like smacked the tail down all 4 of those?
It happens. Yeah. I mean, if your front foot flies off, then you smash your front ankle. I mean, your board will tumble if you don't have the confidence. What I'm doing here to give everybody a little bit of tip for that sort of thing, when you're trying to clear distance off the end of something like that. And if you see it there, I almost do like a bonk off the end. I kind of nudge it really hard, nose down, to kind of make the board use the motor and launch it off the end there.
Wow.
And so it's kind of a subtle thing, but once you get a feel for it, it'll help get the board underneath you, clear some distance from where the ledge is to the stairs, and roll it out.
It's almost like you bonked. It's almost like you bonked nothing.
Yeah. It's the same feeling exactly as if you were going to try to bonk it right at the edge, kind of mash the nose a little bit, gain a little distance, and it just rolls out a lot smoother. And it feels cool and looks cool too.
It certainly does, sir. Very nicely done. So, all right, let me check out a couple more of these because I think I got one more before we have your last one. Oh, good Lord. What are you doing? What are you about to do? This looks steep. Well, this looks steep. Chris!
Yeah, this is one of our, I'm pulling my inner Dom Williams here. That's one of the kind of steep trails that are Alita trails down here in Florida. Anytime you guys want to come ride, we'll take you on some great trails down here in South Florida. Year round, we can ride. And this was a couple of weeks ago. We did a trails clinic and taught some beginners how to ride trails, and went on some easy trails and then went on some advanced trails. And yeah, so those are little fun things to do on the mountain bike trails.
All right, if you'd like to talk to Chris right now, I'm just going to do it. I'm doing it. Oh, Clyde! Open up the phone lines. Boop, boop, beep, boop. It's time. 571-354-7338. 571-354-7338. Clyde is all over it. Lyle, we miss you, sir. We certainly do. The Fairfax One Wheel crew is holding it down. He just built a ramp. We'll talk about that here in just a minute. We miss him here in studio, and, of course, Belly as well. But I need your guys' calls for Chris Richardson if you'd like to ask him anything about tips, tricks, how to stay alive, how to find something to do with your kids, whatever it is. He'll answer your questions because he's a good dude. 571-354-7338. What are you looking at right now? What is that?
Oh, what is that?
You got a scooter?
I have many scooters.
Why do you have scooters?
Because I'm quitting one wheeling. I'm all about the scoot now.
Oh, good.
It's a scoot thing, man. I'm telling you, in this new world, the apocalypse, it's all about the scoot. No, actually, a friend of mine in California has like many thousands of these. He got surplus from Lyft, so they're like an $800 scooter, and I've been selling them locally for like $380, and so I got a few of these around. So that's just kind of a fun thing to mess around with. All the Lyft and Limes are banned here in Miami and in the area, so people are kind of buying their own. But yeah, this is just a toy.
Well, you've got Corey Bainey rolling on the floor laughing. Tim Tapscott says hashtag scoot life.
Corey's got a bunch of these too. Yeah, we're slinging these scooters out here in South Florida, nice and cheap. Give somebody a cheap way to go 18 miles an hour for a 28-mile range. Good for a girlfriend or a kid. Come along. But not the daily ride, not the styling ride, that's for sure.
It must be. All right, well, so people are clamoring for Belly, Chris, and now I'm not letting you go yet, but I want, could you please just make a plea for him to come on the show here? Just talk to him through the camera. I think he's watching.
Belly, please, please. How can we do the show without Belly?
I mean, we don't want to. Nobody wants to do the show without Belly. So, dude, what do you guys?
Don't know what you got till it's gone. Where's Belly? Come sing that cowboy song.
Maybe we'll get Billy. We'll see. Billy or Belly. Either way, we'll get him on after you, sir. So I wanted to see if I could ask you, like, what do you have to say for the Florida people who, I mean, is it just that one thing that was the spring breakers that kind of went viral? Has it really been, for the most part, people following directions? They did some sort of study. I hope you guys realize this. There was a study done where, you know how your phones are collecting data, and they were able to collect data from your phones and find out they were giving grades to states on how well those states were following the directions of stay-at-home orders just by collecting data from your phone. And, I just wonder, what do you think the grade for Miami, for Florida, I guess in general, is big, but for Miami down there, what would you give it yourself?
Since I have been staying home, I haven't been to Miami much. When we went down a couple days ago and did that shoot for Armadillos, it was pretty dead. I mean, there was nobody out there. I obviously did not attend any spring break festivities. I think that's kind of stupid. So I personally don't have any experience of it. But where I am, which is kind of a suburb of Fort Lauderdale, everybody seems to be very good as far as following the distancing directions and all that. And when we went to Miami, the little bit of time I spent there, it looked very dead. So I'd say good.
Good. Yeah, that's a good thing. Absolutely. So I don't know. What have you heard from the Onewheel community? What's catching your eye, man?
It seemed like people are taking this time to put up some edits. I love it. I love seeing people's footage and the writing, and people are very involved on Facebook. Definitely a lot of comments and stuff. It's great. I'm trying to put some little clips out, at least on Instagram, and do something to keep the community entertained and keep the Onewheel people busy. But it seems like a lot of people are going out there and kind of enjoying their alone ride time, which is great. I mean, I know a lot of people, when I go out to the public parks during the day, I see more people than usual, I think, taking this opportunity to go outside and walk. They get cabin fever stuck inside. They're staying away from each other, but if you're walking around the park not near anybody, I don't think that's hurting anything. It's not like spring break. Everybody's just kind of walking the dogs or walking around. And so people are one-wheeling. It's great. Get out there and enjoy it. This is a great way to enjoy that empty world out there.
It almost makes me want to grab my camera and take footage of how, wide open these roads are that I'm riding on, 30, 40 mile an hour roads, and I'm going 2 lanes across because there's just no one in sight.
It's an eerie feeling, isn't
but
it?
it's not a fun feeling at first. It's like it's such a bittersweet feeling. And so I know, Chris, we usually don't beg for calls here on the Voice of Onewheel. I'd love to get people to talk to you, but I know a lot of people call from work. A lot of people watch from work. Some people are saying, seems like there's not as many people in the social media lounge as usual today. Probably not, because a lot of people watch this from their normal routines from their desk at work, and I get that.
Well, there's one way we could get calls going.
What's that?
Corey told me to give away a can of Dillos today, so
what?
First person who calls in, you get a can of Dillo.
Wow, free can of Dillo jizz.
He might throw in some of those 6 stickers. He got some brand new Armadillo stickers that I think are pretty awesome. They got that designed by Kai Miller, the genius artist, one-wheeler.
It's awesome.
Tattoo artist Kai Miller.
It's really
Look at
sick.
these.
It's really
We'll
cool.
get some of those.
So go ahead.
Call in and get a can of Dillo.
Sounds good to me. 571-354-7338. 571-354-7338 is the number. Go ahead and give us a call. And you can also enter to win our contest of the 2 weeks that this has been. So we'll announce that on Friday's Luch Dog in the Morning premiere. That's going to be fun. So 571-354-7338. If you'd like, feel free. We'll see who this is. Caller, you're on the air with Chris Richardson. Who are you? Where are you from?
Hey, it's Kevin Gilbert from Connecticut.
Kevin Gilbert, Connecticut.
All right, Kevin Gilbert from Connecticut. Why should we give you a set of armadillo? I got to stop calling it. It's armadillo. What do you call it, Chris?
Armadillos.
Yeah,
with
but
a
it's
Z.
not jizz. I call it armadillo jizz.
I just call it Dillo. It's just Dillo.
Speed buddy, right?
Just a Dillo. There's no other Dillo right now until somebody copies it.
All right, why do you deserve it, sir?
Well, you said it was the first caller.
All right, that's
He made the effort. He dialed the numbers. He made the call.
that sounds
damn
good.
it.
Decisive man. He deserves his Dillo.
I love it, dude. All right, are you all shacked up? You're in Connecticut, so closer to New York. You doing okay up there?
Oh yeah, you know, stir crazy with the kids, just as anybody else, and but the occasional float definitely helps.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. What's the last thing what's a good thing that you can tell us? Give us like something good that happened in your day, something that you're excited about, something you're happy about right now.
Waiting for my dragon tail to come in.
Bang, I just won myself a dragon tail. You know, you didn't win a dragon tail, you won the armadillo jizz, right? Is
No,
that
but
right?
I bought it. It's on its way. I know that.
Oh, snap. All right.
He's already got it. If anybody's more deserving of a can of pearls.
This guy gets it. All right, man. Thank you again. Tell me your name one more time so I can get that down.
Kevin Gilbert.
Kevin Gilbert from Connecticut. All right, bud. You got yourself a can of armadillos. Very good. Thanks, man. Appreciate you listening. So there you go. It's that easy. You just got to pander to the people. You got to give them something for free, Chris. That's all it is.
You got to reward them for taking that effort to call.
That's awesome. All right.
Oh, how great is that?
Well, I'll let you go, man. I really do appreciate you coming on, making some time for us. So anything you have left for the people before I get you out of here?
No, not at all. I mean, yeah, if you want to follow my stuff, it's One Wheel with 3 E's. If you go onewheelwith3es.com, it'll take you right to my YouTube, and One Wheel with 3 E's on Instagram. And I do tricks and stuff. You might like it.
I do tricks and stuff. He's awesome. All right, Chris, we'll get you out of here. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks,
with us.
man. Stay safe, everybody.
All right, buddy. We will see you soon. Bang. There he goes. Chris Richardson, Miami, Florida. All right, I'm just hanging out watching some of the comments come in. Now, unfortunately, the painting for Chris has been sold. We were talking about putting that up. But I could make a new one. That would be fun. That's a good idea, actually. Shannon Lackey, coming in strong from the social media lounge. That's a really good idea. All right, so that will be a part of the Friday giveaway. And what I mean when I say that, I told you last week it was part of a 2-week giveaway, right? So I was debating on what I was going to do. And I wasn't really thrilled about the prize that I had come up with before the show. And Shannon's is so much better. So what I will do is I will create one of those paintings for you. I will create a personal painting, send it to your house of any picture that you want. I will just contact you and say, hey, pick a picture. And then I will make that on a canvas for you personally. Anybody in our Patreon already has a ticket in that raffle. So if you want to head over there, patreon.com/TTR Studios LLC. We haven't been able to do as much as we've wanted to do there, and I can't really talk about a few things going on in the personal side of my life, but I can say that I've got more time now, obviously, and for other reasons, to put more effort towards creating content for that. And I think you're going to see that at the end of today's show when we all take a group float together. It's been a lot of fun putting that one together, and I can't wait to do more of that stuff for you guys. So patreon.com/TTR Studios LLC. I want to hear from our senior correspondent if I can. Can we get him on here? Because I heard from Colorado, Denver, Colorado. Let's see what's going on.
Hey, you two. Is Canadian Dave here in there? Does he smoke?
What?
Fine. Bye.
Thank you, Colorado. If you have any sightings of Canadian Dave here, feel free. Just send me anything. We're trying to find him. All right, I'm just going to address it on air. I'm very self-conscious. feel like my whole body is on, like, just completely see-through whenever I lean back. I don't like it very much. This is definitely the last show with this shirt. For sure. Yes, Belly, get me in here. Where are you? You guys want some Belly? I got him. Let's do it. So we're looking for him. We'll see if Clyde can get him on the air. Clyde's always working hard behind the scenes. There he is. Oh, man. I really don't think you guys are ready for this. I really don't. I don't think you guys are prepared, and now I see why he wasn't here from the start of the show. This is going to be interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see how he's been holding up. Belly Matt LaBelle joins the show. What's up, dude? Oh, boy. What did you do to your face? Buddy.
Well,
What?
hello.
What did you do to your face?
Luched up.
Hey, buddy.
I have to cover it.
I see that. What?
What's going on there, guys? Good to see you.
Well, good, very good to see you. Are you going to reveal what you've done to yourself or no?
Yeah, I will. But before I do, I will tell you all. This is mostly, I did this because, one, it was time, just for a good laugh, and two, I've been sending it out to all my old friends, and they have been getting a kick out of it.
It freaked me out when I saw it. I thought I'm not going to say a word. So not only are we on a ridiculous delay, but apparently they're just slamming trash cans outside. This is great. I do realize it's been quite a clunky Voice of Onewheel.
Can't hear Luch right now.
That's good. Yeah, no, I've been really excited for things to get back to normal. I know you guys are too. God, I hope you can see. I don't know if you can. On the top of my sheet here, right there, it says hope, really in big letters, because I really wanted to deliver a whole bunch of hope to you. And maybe I can do that in a world where you need it by showing you this. Look at this guy.
No beard.
I mean,
No
dude,
beard.
it's got to feel weird.
But don't worry, I took a video. So you can, it's so bright in my room right now.
You took a video of what?
No beard life.
So how has that been, man? It's got to feel weird. It's got to been like what?
I'll
How
try
long?
and call you back so I can get sound.
Okay, call me back.
All right.
Okay, sounds good. And the funny thing is about this is I worked for a long time on a project that I'm really excited to unveil to you guys today. And it just seems like everything's going wrong. So we'll just sink into it because really, I don't know like the amount of people taking trash out from, there must be 4 trash trucks outside right now. Anybody who seems to be Skyping in with any sort of devices, the internet seems to be down and slow everywhere because everybody's on it. Everybody's streaming everything right now. Let's see if we can get them. Trying to stream a damn live show over here.
Figured it out.
What happened? What was it?
Figured it out. Settings in Skype as per usual.
Oh, amateur hour. What, is Clyde spending the night over there?
It's that beardless homeless guy that's been taking over for me. I don't know what he's doing.
You look great, man. You look like a new person. I don't even know who you are, man.
No, I know. It's been a fun little game. I want to see how long it takes to grow back. So we'll see. It's already feeling pretty rough on the skin. So.
Why didn't you tell me? We'll race, dude.
Oh, we could still race, but you'll lose. No, actually, you're a good hair grower as well.
I mean, I have these like weird patches on the side, Anyway, how you been riding, man? What's going on with you over there? What are you up to these days? I miss you. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah, man, doing well. Even though it does look like I've gone a little crazy, I'm doing well, having fun, just kind of hanging around, making a lot of food in the kitchen. I found where the kitchen is, guys. I've made some food, and it's a different world.
You must be flipped completely upside down, not being able to eat takeout.
And going out to bars and seeing people and doing things. Yeah, that's my game. Yeah. It's a very different thing, but at the same time, I've embraced the laziness. I tell you, I've been getting consistently 8 hours of sleep every single night.
I can't believe it's just 8.
Right, you think? I'm literally yesterday we had to have some maintenance come in and do some to install a new air conditioner, right? And they came in and they're banging and doing all this stuff. I got woken up at 8 o'clock, and then I go upstairs, lay on the couch, and legit just pass right back out and go right back to sleep, and sleep through them banging walls and hitting hammers and screwing in things. It was pretty funny.
I just realized I'm just totally crushing. I'm looking at comments while you're talking, and I'm doing your job and Lyle's job at the same time.
It's not an easy job.
I know. You're the only people who realize like what's going on over here, and I just miss you guys to death.
It's awesome with 3 people. We obviously manage with 2, and 1 is really hard
because you're at once.
You're playing the role of like 8 people at once.
But I do want to shout out Tim Tapscott for keeping me motivated here. Nobody cares about Clunk, man. We're just happy to have interaction. And I think a lot of people are in that same boat. Thank you, Tim. I mean, I think a lot of people are just like, I don't know if I said this on Voice of Onewheel or whatever the hell show I was saying this on. I'm saying a lot of things into microphones these days. But I do remember saying, like, people call me, and I'm usually like at the end of the night, like if I'm even close to passing out, like getting close to bedtime, I'm like, oh man, I don't know.
I'm so guilty of that with you. I am all about the call at like 8:30 p.m.
He's just ramping it up and getting ready to start his night full of whatever he's about to play on Xbox and hang out with people online and go to bars and go be social at night. I'm shutting it down. And he'll call me at 8:30, and I'll be like, oh, man, I can't really do this right now. But, dude, if you call me at 8:30 right now, I'll be like, yeah, what's up, dude? What's going on?
I was going to talk to you about that. So how I've been staying social in this is I've been playing a lot of games with friends online and things like that. So since a lot of people have more time, they've been on and playing, and it's almost like old times where you're on with all your buddies and, like, kicking it and just chatting away. The other day, you know how GTA has their casino online? We were just sitting at the casino tables playing like blackjack and just talking like about our daily lives and what's been going on. It was a lot of fun.
GTA is Grand Theft Auto 3 or what is it, 7 now?
Grand Theft Auto 5.
5. Yeah, and he's big on it. But no, you can actually play cards in that. And I had a friend of mine emailed me and was like, I found this website. What do you guys think? We usually play poker together maybe once every 3 months or so. We get together. Everybody's got kids. It's harder now. But he sent me a website that's like virtual poker, and you can set up like he was like, maybe we can set up like a Zoom chat or whatever. Talk about a company that's going through the roof in sales. Zoom, my God. Every single program, everybody uses Zoom now, Belly.
Yeah, absolutely. But they should be using Skype like us. Jeez.
Yeah, well, once we get the settings figured out.
That or maybe we're behind the times and maybe we should be using Zoom to be doing this.
It seems pretty good. No, it seems pretty good once the guest gets their settings right, but it's hard because a lot of times we keep the show so fluid. I don't know who's going to be calling in. Some people will randomly call in. Some people will randomly Skype in. If you want to call in and talk to Belly right now, 571-354-7338. Derail the show. We're all for it today. Call us. Have some interaction.
Ask me where my chin is.
Dude, are you insecure about your profile? I know I am. That's why. That's why I have a beard.
I've been hiding a second chin under my beard for years and years, guys. I mean, this is the game of the beard. It's the true.
Do ladies know that? Do women know that's how we hide our butt chins?
Yeah, exactly. Not even the butt chin. The butt chin's all right. Like mine has none. It just goes.
It's like a black diamond slope, baby.
Yeah.
Damn.
But the other, what else has been going on? I mean, I'm gonna definitely get out tomorrow. It's supposed to be really nice, sunny, 60 plus degrees. I'm gonna get out and actually start prepping up the garden, prepping the soil to plant some seeds.
Are you actually planting seeds, or are you trying to impregnate a woman? I don't understand what you're saying.
I'm actually planting seeds for a vegetable garden.
Quarantine babies, certainly going to be a thing.
Quarantine babies, yeah, certainly going to be a thing. But you need a girlfriend or a wife or something like that, and I have neither. And it's really hard to get in on the quarantine and chill is not working out too well.
Well, you might not be able to quarantine and chill, but you can talk to our wonderful listeners because we got somebody on the air for you. Caller, who are you? Where are you from?
Name's Corey Bainey, first-time caller.
Long-time listener.
Corey. First time, eh?
What's up, Corey? How we doing?
I actually do think it is the first time I've ever called in. I will point out that it's not actually a lie. So anyways, guys, I just really wanted to call and really kind of give everybody a heads up here. Guys, really slow your roll. The hospitals are not only overloaded, but now that they've suspended surgeries, except for the most life-threatening cases, the buddy who broke himself yesterday is looking at being in a wheelchair for around a month now without surgery.
Now, can you tell us about that? Belly, are you good to hang out for a second and just talk to Corey with us? Are you good? All right, hang out for a second with us. We'll just have a little devil's three-way. Corey, tell the people the story in like just a quick version of. I know you had two riders, so just sum up what happened to both of them and why that's a big deal right now.
We've actually had three riders in the last week down here in Florida go down hard. So we've got one rider that was up in Fort Lauderdale. Nobody's really sure what happened there exactly, but he went down very hard, was not wearing a helmet, and he's in a coma. So guys, again, wear your helmets, wear your gear. Had another one up in North Florida who's in a coma as well. They think he may have been hit by a car, but nobody really knows. Again, he was wearing gear, but that was a really, really, really bad one apparently. Had to be life flighted in. Down here in Miami yesterday, a good friend of mine was actually riding over to my house. We were going to give him a dragon tail to test, and he was in the road, no traffic, and was just having a good time and cooking a little hotter than he should have, probably over 20. And he ended up in a nosedive situation from, over acceleration and probably a bump, lost control. And he went down hard, broke an arm and broke a leg. And on opposite sides as well. So really bad, rough one there. Got him into the hospital, and he just got word this morning that he is unfortunately not going to be able to get surgery for weeks, and will be potentially having to be moved to an assisted living care facility because of that situation. So, guys, can't stress this strongly enough. This is not time to hurt yourself. Wear your gear. Ride at a safe speed. This is coming from the guy who likes to wreck and likes to roll it hard. It's not the time, guys.
Wow, thanks a lot, Corey. And I mean, obviously you're the owner of the Armadillo, and you just donated a can to Kevin Gilbert, and now talking to us with a really good message. I mean, it is not the time to be having the should I wear a helmet debate. It's just not. Corey makes a really good point, so I don't think I need to drill that home any further than he did. But, Corey, I do want to play a game with you since that was a pretty heavy message. We're all going to heed it. We're all going to look forward to a world where we can get back in a little bit reckless.
Love it.
But let's play a little game with Corey Bainey, folks.
I love games. What game are we playing?
We're playing True or False. Let's do this thing. All right, Corey and Belly. We have Belly here too? He is. All right. Both of you. True or false? I don't like that one. I don't like that one bit. The CIA used dogs to spy on the Soviet Union during the Cold War. True or false?
True.
Corey says true.
I'm also going to defer to Corey, the genius, on this one and say true.
That is false. You guys are 0 for 1. Terrible job. Corey, unbelievable. You're going to get 3 of these, so hopefully you guys have a chance here on the second one. True or false? On average, left-handed people die 7 years earlier than righties. Belly, you first.
That's going to be a false.
On average, left-handed people die 7 years earlier than righties. Corey Bainey?
I'm going to go with false, and the expert being Chris McManus, left hand, right hand, Harvard Press.
All right, that is false. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a tie. Last one, tiebreaker before we let him go. Let's do this. Couldn't have scripted it better if I tried. Corey Bainey for the win. True or false, Chinese checkers were invented in France?
I'm going to go with false.
Belly?
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Otherwise, it'd be named like French checkers.
We got it! They're right, folks. Corey Bainey, I'm going to send... Oh, I'm sending you home.
Checkers.
No.
That's ridiculous.
I'm sending him home, if I can, with a full dragon tail, a case of armadillo jizz, and a beautiful picture on the way of his friend Chris Richardson. Hey, dude, thanks for calling in, and I do really appreciate the message, man.
Thanks, Adam. And thank you for that thing. That's gorgeous, buddy. Bye, guys.
Later, bud. Awesome. Belly, hold on. I'm coming to you. What do you got, Belly? We're going to get you out of here. Hold on. Get these people.
See ya.
No.
I get the lack of respect for bearded people.
Do you want to stay? Because I have a question that I was hoping to ask somebody, and I don't really know how to ask. And really, you're one of my best friends, so maybe we'll just do this on air. Have you felt any sort of yourself being? The word is not like racism or sexism. Illism? Can we say illism? I've been portraying a little bit of illism towards people who are coughing. If I see somebody cough and I'm around anyone, I'm like, what are you doing out? Like, have you noticed yourself being a little hypersensitive to anybody who portrays any kind of symptoms of anything?
No, never. Just because I'm always coughing.
I know, dude. That's the thing. I cough all the time. I take so many safety breaks. So maybe I take a safety break and then go out for a float. And I just took a safety break like maybe 5 minutes ago, and there's still some residual.
I've been feeling the illism because I cough all the time.
I have too. That's why I'm saying it. It's so true. I go in, I'm just like.
I think it'd be socially acceptable now to be like, hey guys, listen, I just took a safety break. Give me a break.
I would rather say I just took a safety break than have people think that I have a common cold at this point. So I'm so glad.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Oh, that's so funny. I do.
But yeah, it's been a different. It's definitely been different. I haven't been going out a lot. I haven't been to a store since I was at Lowe's last. So that was a couple days ago.
Well, the social media lounge says I do that all the time, even if there isn't a virus. I straight ask if people are threatening me. I get annoyed watching people with the masks and then have them tucked below their chin to talk. Yeah, that's pretty dumb. Oh, Okiashi. He sent me something on Instagram I've got to show. I really do appreciate you, bro. Bob Nicholson says, some kid was coughing at the store the other day, super loud, and everyone in the store was giving the parent, like, how dare you bring him in here looks. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't blame them. Yeah, it's been weird.
But what else are they going to do with their kid? And when
not bring them into a store. Keep them home. I don't care. Let them run into the walls. Don't bring them in here. And it's easy for me to say.
Survive.
It's easy for me to say, obviously.
They're gonna put 6 feet of. They're gonna put 6 foot squares in all the stores staying open, so you can always keep 6 feet.
Is that
shout
a
out
thing?
to all the people that are.
That's
still
not a
working very
thing.
hard. Hey, shout out to Shannon Lackey. I don't know if you saw in the comments earlier in this, but she is sewing masks for healthcare workers and things like that. So shout out to Shannon Lackey for doing that hard work, getting that done.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right. Well, thank you, Shannon, and anybody else who's helping out. I appreciate you guys so much. Belly, if you can, tell us, sir, take us out of here.
Well, guys, I'm sorry to surprise you with the stranger on the screen, but don't worry. The beard will be back soon. Hopefully next week you'll see the early edition of Beard 3.0. After 12 years, it's been a weird, clean-shaven, cold night. See you soon.
There he goes. All right, Belly Matt LaBelle, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Belly. I appreciate you, buddy. You are the best. All right, cool. So let me hang this on. I'm going to put this full screen right now. You know what we could do? I wanted to show a couple things to you guys if I could. This is first off, Okeashi sent me this. And I mean, how cool is that? Are you serious, dude? It's just him cracking a beer, watching the show, the party time show that we did. That was a lot of fun. We did a power hour here on TTR Studios channel. I did just a live power hour, and we hung out. We took a sip of beer every minute. Somebody called me out for not taking full sips. And one more I threw away. What's up? Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We had a blast. We got after it. So, we'll do that again. But I thought it would be fun if we could also to check out this Rocket League. One Wheel Rocket League was something that I saw. I thought I'd show you guys. Check this out. They're actually playing racquetball, basically, with a big blow-up soccer ball and one wheels. I love this creativity, and I just thought you might want to see some people. Oh, Jesus! I thought you might want to see some people outside having some fun. Uh-oh. He's stuck in the soccer ball. That's great. So yeah, they obviously had a blast. That's a great idea. Thank you guys for sending me that. I do appreciate that. I'm starting to check out more on the Voice of Onewheel Instagram. If you want to send me stuff that you can get on the air, that's definitely a good way to do it. Voice of Onewheel on Instagram. Go ahead and give us a little follow. That would help us out. And also, that will give you direct access to us. Clyde checks it daily now. So I told him no more lunching on that account. Usually we don't open that account more than once a week or two. But no, we're daily now, son. So send over your videos, send over anything that you think is cool. That's how they got those to me, and I'd love to see more of what you guys are doing. Okay? All right, we're going to go on a group float, but I want to watch a quick tease first of I Need It in My Life. Yes. Did you guys see the Float Life just dropped a new edit? Sure did. Head over there, Float Life. You know them. Brand new edit. They just dropped it on their channel. So if you're looking for content, you're looking for stuff, these guys are sick. You know who they are. They need no introduction. So I'm not going to do the whole video because that would defeat the purpose of you going over there and watching it. But I did want to make sure that you guys saw that they came out with a new one. So head over there. The Float Life is their channel, and the Float.life is their page. You can get all their accessories. You know what to do. They make float plates. They make shirts. They make gear. They make all kinds of good stuff. So make sure you check them out. What else is going on in the saved videos, Clyde? I felt like I had one more for them. Oh, that's right. Isn't it? Let's see. K-Less Relum writes, isn't it interesting how loud nature is in the spring? It would be easy to miss with all the cars driving around. I've only experienced this on the Appalachian Trail. So true. I was riding last night, like I said, and I was going 2 lanes wide in a 30 to 40 mile an hour road because no cars anywhere. And it was just odd to me how peaceful it was, like for a minute. You know, there's been so much stress and so much unease and just unnerving feels of what the fuck is coming next and when is this going to be over? And it was just nice to hear nothing but the birds chirp for a second. It just kind of anything to get back to some sort of sense of normalcy, which is why we're continuing to do this show clunky. I mean, I know it's not at its full capacity. There's only one of us here, / Clyde, who's pretty much worthless anyway, right? We need our full staff. But I just love that you guys are being supportive in these times, and I'm happy to do it. It's so much fun for me to get a chance to do this with you. In fact, we were able to put together a little surprise for you guys, and we wanted to put a smile on your face here from TTR Studios. So we asked some members of the community to come strong, and we wanted to do something for you to hopefully just brighten your day. And I hope that this does just that. I had a blast on today's show, folks. I'm going out after this, so thank you so much for watching. I'll end you on this. I will end the show on this. I will leave you with this, and then I will post this separately. It's set to go at 1:15 if you want to watch this again on our YouTube page. Have a great day, everybody. Keep smiling.
Drove off sometime, life's okay.
I ran my mouth off a bit too much. What did I say?
Well, you just laughed it off and it was all okay. And we'll all float on, okay.
And we'll all float on.
Okay.
We'll all float on, okay.
And we'll all float on anyway, well.
A fake Jamaican took every last dime with that scam.
It was worth it just to learn some sleight of hand.
Bad news comes, don't you worry, even when it lands.
Good news will work away all them plans.
We both got fired on the same day.
And we'll float on, good news is on.
And we'll all float on, okay.
And we'll all float on, okay.
We'll all float on, okay.
All float